You don't stay angry because people are impossible. You stay angry because no one ever taught you how emotions actually work. One comment, one tone of voice, one text message, and suddenly your whole body reacts like it's been punched. Your mind replays the scene, your chest tightens, and long after the moment ends, the anger stays. But here's the truth almost nobody learns. The chemicals behind anger naturally dissolve in about 90 seconds. Everything after that isn't biology, it's the story we continue feeding. Today you'll learn how calm people stay calm. Not because life is easy, but because they understand what their emotions are trying to tell them. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to stop anger before it takes over, and how to protect your peace without shutting down or pretending. Welcome to Stickology World, where life makes more sense in stick figure. People can't push your buttons unless those buttons already exist. Every trigger you have is connected to something deeper: an old wound, a past criticism, a forgotten insecurity. When someone sets you off, they're not creating the reaction. They're revealing what still hurts. Ask yourself, what is this really reminding me of? Not what did they do, but what inside me reacted. The moment you see the wound, the button loses its power. Who triggers you the most? And what deeper truth might that reveal? Anger is rarely the first emotion you feel. It's the bodyguard. Anger steps forward to protect softer emotions like hurt, fear, or shame. That's why anger feels loud, sharp, and immediate, but underneath it is something quieter that needs understanding. When you are angry, pause and ask, if anger stepped aside, what feeling would be underneath? When you address the true emotion, the anger dissolves on its own. What's the last situation where anger hid something softer? Between the trigger and your reaction, there's a tiny gap, and that gap is your superpower. Your body reacts instantly, but your response is not automatic. There's a small pause, often less than 1 second, where you get to choose who you'll be next. Ask yourself, what response will I be proud of tomorrow? Calm people aren't calmer, they're just better at finding the gap. What's one recent moment where a pause could have changed everything? And if you want to take this even deeper, I made a Stickology video about building a mind so strong, it literally scares people. Watch that after this. It connects perfectly with what you're learning here. You can feel anger without becoming anger. Inside you is an observing part, the calm narrator. It notices emotions without being swallowed by them. Use the phrase, I'm noticing anger rising, instead of, this person is making me angry. The moment you observe the emotion, you're no longer controlled by it. What emotion do you get swept away by the fastest? Every difficult person in your life is training a part of you. The impatient person builds your patience. The critical person builds your boundaries. The unpredictable person builds your emotional stability. When triggered, ask, what skill is this person helping me practice? They stop being your obstacle and become your gym. Which person in your life is unintentionally training you? Boundaries aren't walls, they're doors you control. A good boundary doesn't shut people out, and it simply teaches them how to treat you. Use gentle but firm language. I want to talk about this, but not while you're yelling. Or, I can listen, but only for 5 minutes unless we're problem solving. Boundaries don't hurt relationships, they keep them from draining you. Where in your life are you giving more energy than you can afford? Walking away isn't avoiding the problem, it's protecting the solution. Your brain cannot think clearly when overwhelmed. A temporary pause resets your nervous system and prevents long-term damage. Say, I want to continue this, but I need a moment so I don't say something I'll regret. 5 minutes of space can save 5 hours of repair. When is the last time you needed a break, but pushed through? Your triggers are not random. They follow a pattern. Certain tones, behaviors, or situations echo old experiences. Mapping them makes your emotional reactions predictable and manageable. Trigger journal, 1 week. Who triggered me? What did they do? What did it remind me of? When you see the landmine, you stop stepping on it. What pattern keeps repeating in your triggers? You can care deeply without absorbing someone else's emotional storm. Compassionate distance means staying connected, without drowning in another person's chaos. Say, I'm here for you, but I can only hold this with you, not for you. You become more helpful by staying emotionally steady. Whose emotions do you carry more than you should? You're not reacting to reality. You're reacting to the story you tell about it. The tone in an email, the pause in a text, the look someone gives. Your brain fills in the blanks, often with the worst-case interpretation. What's another possible story here? Change the story, and the emotion changes with it. What story do you often tell yourself that creates unnecessary pain? You're not someone who gets angry easily. You are someone learning to understand emotions before they take over. Start with one tool, practice it gently. Let emotional mastery build quietly in the background. Your peace becomes unshakable the moment you learn how to protect it. If this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs calm today. And if you want the next step, go watch my video, Build a Mind So Strong It Scares People. It's the deeper layer of everything we talked about today. Emotional mastery, calm, and mental strength. Stickology World. Life makes more sense in stick figure.